Hey, adrenaline junkies. Welcome to Police Pursuit. Today we launch a new, fresh series, When People Messed with the Wrong Cops. Every reckless choice flips on instant justice mode. Buckle up. Let's roll right now, folks. An Orlando man was injured after leading Florida Highway Patrol troopers on a dangerous pursuit that stretched across multiple counties. The incident began in Alachua County when a trooper attempted to stop a Chrysler 200 traveling westbound on Interstate 4 near mile marker 121. Instead of complying, the driver accelerated and fled, driving recklessly through traffic. Troopers reported the vehicle was weaving between lanes and creating a serious hazard for other motorists. As the chase continued toward Orange County, after monitoring the situation and assessing the risk, a trooper executed a precision immobilization technique pit maneuver near mile marker 86. The controlled maneuver successfully forced the vehicle to lose control and come to a stop, ending the pursuit. The driver, identified only as a 26-year-old man from Orlando, was taken into custody and transported to a hospital for treatment. Authorities have not released details regarding the extent of his injuries. The case remains under investigation as officials review the events leading up to the crash. Listening to the call. Recording reveals how a tense situation unfolded in San Diego, California. What began in a quiet residential neighborhood quickly escalated when a man armed with a rifle concealed under his jacket created alarm and disruption.
Stay over here on the side. Stay over here on the side.
Hey, if I was you, I'll go to that little park. Hey, to the little park.
Where's he going right now?
It's right there in the middle of the little park.
Within park?
You can creep up on it, bam.
All right.
Hey, let's take it away from him. Keep it.
Hey, he's heading southbound, right? He's heading that way?
Oh, he's right there, but I saw that.
After an argument, Enrique Cortez Jr., 37, reportedly fired shots into the air before fleeing in a white pickup truck. His actions immediately triggered a coordinated law enforcement response as officers worked to contain the situation.
Block all lanes, guys, so he's It's pretty much sideways on the freeway right now. They're in a modified hot stop, and he's still very mobile, so just use caution.
The pursuit came to an end on 26th Street at a dead end. Cortez backed into a police K9 vehicle and then accelerated forward, crashing into a nearby porch. The rapidly evolving threat left officers with little time to react.
Southbound here on 26th. Alright, TC with a unit here. It's on 26th, in between standby.
Alright, TC with a unit here. It's on 26th on
Hey, I got my dog! Got my dog!
Officers discharged their firearms to stop the vehicle. Cortez was removed and given medical aid at the scene, but later died from his injuries. One officer sustained minor injuries due to an airbag deployment during the crash.
I'm right here, right here!
Don't fucking move!
We can get a unit or two on the line down.
Don't fucking move! Get your ass out the fucking window! Don't fucking move!
A rifle and handgun were recovered from the vehicle. The incident underscores how quickly conflicts can escalate and the lasting consequences that can follow when situations turn dangerous. On July 8, 2025, Trooper Jonathan Hernandez observed a silver Chevy Silverado speeding and weaving through traffic on Irish 75 in Lee County, Florida. The vehicle was clocked at nearly 100 miles per hour in a 70 miles per hour zone. When emergency lights were activated, the driver initially appeared to comply but suddenly accelerated, initiating a high-speed pursuit. The suspect drove erratically, reaching speeds over 100 miles per hour while cutting between lanes and nearly colliding with other vehicles during the pursuit. Trooper Benson Prosper attempted a pit maneuver, but the driver intentionally rammed the patrol car twice, disabling it before continuing to flee, even after losing a front tire.
For 156, register this tempo. Taking access.
The chase continued until exit 157, where Trooper Riley joined and successfully forced the vehicle off the road into a grassy area. The suspect attempted to flee again, but was unable to move the damaged vehicle. He exited and was quickly taken into custody after a brief struggle.
Let me see your hands! Let me see your fucking hands! Get out of the fucking car!
Officers noted signs of impairment, including the odor of alcohol. A search revealed liquor bottles, marijuana, and other items inside the vehicle. The suspect, identified as Kevin Donald Reardon II, was transported for medical evaluation before being booked into jail. A dramatic pursuit unfolded as troopers from the Florida Highway Patrol, FHP, chased an armed carjacking suspect after refusing to stop the driver immediately sped away. Weaving dangerously through traffic while trying to escape, the patrol units rapidly closing in. During the chase, a patrol vehicle attempted an initial tactical contact that only grazed the edge of the suspect's car, allowing the vehicle to continue fleeing. Troopers maintained pressure and waited for the right moment to intervene. Shortly after, a trooper moved in and executed a precise pit maneuver, causing the suspect vehicle to lose control and come to a stop. Officers quickly surrounded the car, pulled the driver out, and secured the suspect at the scene, bringing the dangerous pursuit to an end.
Can you advise, is the helicopter still as well?
The suspect was arrested and now faces several serious charges, including reckless driving, causing damage, aggravated fleeing from law enforcement, and driving with a permanently revoked license. The incident highlights how fleeing from police only increases the danger. While coordinated tactics by law enforcement can quickly bring a dangerous situation under control, on April 16, 2025, troopers Garrett Bird and Billy Puckett observed a black Kia Optima with expired registration traveling eastbound on Interstate 40 when they attempted a traffic stop. The driver failed to comply and instead accelerated quickly, reaching triple-digit speeds as the pursuit entered a construction zone.
Nora, I go, right way up here.
Concerned about public safety, especially near an active work area, Trooper Bird executed a tactical vehicle intervention TV. The Kia struck a guardrail but continued fleeing with significant damage, including a hood obstructing the windshield.
26, 4, 37. TBI. Get ready. Felony takedown. TBI. Damn it, here we go. They're taking back off. Seatbelt? We'll be up on the bridge. Yeah, again. Takedown, get ready.
A second TV was performed shortly after, forcing the vehicle into a concrete barrier and bringing it to a stop.
Takedown, get ready. Get ready. Turn around, watch them. Hands.
Let me see your fucking hands! Hands! Okay, keep on him, I'm gonna turn the siren off. Hands up! Keep his hands up!
The driver exited the vehicle and initially behaved unpredictably, ignoring commands and reaching back inside the car. After repeated instructions, he complied and was taken into custody without further incident. He was identified as Ronald B. Dortch of Memphis, Tennessee. Authorities later confirmed Dortch had a revoked license, no insurance, and expired registration. He claimed he fled because of a family emergency. He was transported to jail and charged with multiple offenses, including felony fleeing and resisting arrest.
Get him!
Waterbury, Connecticut. Chaos broke out at a construction site on 115 South Main Street when a delivery truck was suddenly taken. The driver was not an employee but a suspect, later identified as 29-year-old Dante Walton. The situation escalated further after a stabbing was reported. Walton attempted to flee on foot but was quickly located and subdued by responding officers. One officer sustained minor injuries and a civilian was transported to a hospital.
We're running to the back of the library, back of the library. Back of the library, black male, black hoodie. He's going towards Library Park. He's going in the library. Hey, stop!
Walton was taken into custody and now faces multiple serious charges. The incident highlights how quickly situations can escalate and the importance of a rapid law enforcement response. On April 1st, 2021, Deputy Sean McGuigan observed a gold Chevy Suburban running a stop sign near I-75 in Micanape. The vehicle struck a curb and entered oncoming traffic, prompting a pursuit. The driver, identified as 33-year-old Matthew Martin Richardson, fled through a parking lot and onto County Road 234, immediately creating a dangerous situation.
Through the median. We're at 70. 50 miles an hour.
The pursuit intensified as Richardson drove on to US 441, briefly entering opposing lanes and reaching speeds near 100 miles per hour through a construction zone. He ignored commands, made obscene gestures, and even rammed the deputy's vehicle multiple times. Early pit attempts and stop sticks failed, while additional units, including FHP troopers and deputies, joined to contain the escalating threat.
We're sure the block now. We're coming up to 326. I told him, he ran me, he's running back northbound.
The chase ended when Deputy Stevenson successfully executed a pit maneuver, stopping the vehicle and allowing officers to take Richardson into custody without further incident. Investigators later confirmed that he had been involved in a similar incident earlier that day and was already on probation for DUI and fleeing. He now faces multiple serious charges. This case demonstrates how reckless decisions quickly escalate, putting lives at risk and leading to severe legal consequences that far outweigh any attempt to escape. On July 4th, 2025 in Kershaw County, a trooper observed a white Acura following too closely on I-20 near mile marker 102 westbound. When emergency lights and siren were activated, the driver, later identified as LaToya Zuner, refused to stop and accelerated, escalating the situation into a high-speed pursuit exceeding 110 miles per hour. Each time the trooper pulled alongside to clearly identify law enforcement presence. A tire deflation device was deployed, but proved ineffective as the pursuit continued into Richland County. Assisting units coordinated a rolling roadblock in an attempt to bring the vehicle to a stop. During these efforts, the suspect repeatedly swerved into patrol vehicles on a subsequent contact. The impact caused the Acura to lose control, spin into the median barrier, crossed back over the westbound lanes and strike the outside guardrail before finally coming to rest. Officers quickly secured the scene, blocked the driver's door to prevent escape, and deployed a distraction device. Canada was taken into custody without further resistance. Due to visible lacerations from the crash, she was transported for medical treatment before being booked into the Alachua County Detention Center. She faces charges including following too close, no seatbelt, registration violation, operating an uninsured vehicle, and failure to stop for blue lights. The trooper was not injured, and the patrol vehicle sustained only minor damage to the front bumper. On the morning of May 5, 2024, officers found a suspect asleep inside a stolen vehicle near 6 South. The car had multiple flat tires and was blocked by a patrol unit, but the suspect suddenly accelerated and fled. Despite the damage,
Sam, please! Get out of the car! We have PC for...
the vehicle crashed into a campsite, injuring at least 2 people even after the impact. The suspect continued driving through smoke before abandoning the car on a slope. He then fled on foot, jumping a railing and crossing a fence as officers pursued closely.
He's bailing on the freeway on ramp. He's hopping fences.
Bailing on freeway out.
Stop!
Let me see your hands.
The suspect hid inside a dumpster but was quickly located by a K-9 unit. Officers recovered a Springfield Hellcat pistol and ammunition. He was arrested and now faces multiple serious charges. On April 28, 2025, while conducting speed enforcement along State Route 400, a Sandy Springs traffic unit officer observed a Jeep Wagoneer speeding at 99 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. The vehicle was also recklessly overtaking other motorists, creating a clear danger to everyone on the roadway.
93 miles per hour. All right, I'm setting up for a pit.
When the officer activated emergency lights and sirens instead of complying, the driver, later identified as Demario Grooms, suddenly accelerated and fled, turning a routine traffic stop into a high-risk pursuit. In an attempt to escape, Grooms drove in the emergency lane and ignored multiple traffic control devices. Continuing forward, despite the growing risk of a serious crash,
We're going to turn right on Scott, correction, left on Scott, has contact, left on Scott. That is left on Scott, back westbound, okay? Westbound, left on Scott. Traffic is light.
officers maintained a close pursuit and quickly brought the situation under control. successfully stopping the vehicle and taking the suspect into custody without further incident. A records check later revealed that Grooms had multiple grooms was released on May 4th, according to the Fulton County jail records. It was not clear when he's next scheduled to appear in court.
Hey, let me see your hands! Hands! Coming to you, coming to you.
He is now facing numerous serious charges, including speeding, reckless driving, felony fleeing, and eluding driving in an emergency lane, failure to obey traffic control devices, and driving with a suspended license. The pursuit may have ended, but the legal consequences for Grooms are only beginning. Grooms was released on May 4th. According to the Fulton County jail records, it was not clear when he's next scheduled to appear in court. On April 7th, an armed carjacking at an ATM on Martin Luther King Way South shocked the community. The suspect forced the victim into the passenger seat, stole a Toyota Prius, and drove off at high speed, endangering nearby pedestrians.
Robert 1, I think I have the vehicle. I'm okay at home.
While fleeing on Highway 90, the suspect threw a handgun from the vehicle in an attempt to discard evidence. Seattle police quickly responded and pursued the vehicle into a residential neighborhood.
Got a man running. We're running through this church here.
You gotta get shot! Get off the ground! Get off the ground!
Get on the ground right now!
Get off the ground!
The suspects were taken into custody, including one minor, and now face armed robbery charges. A handgun was later recovered nearby.
Put your hands up now!
On November 11, 2021, 3 officers located Jerry Cooper asleep inside a vehicle suspected to be stolen at Garden Walk. As officers approached to investigate, the situation quickly escalated when Cooper suddenly reversed the vehicle, striking multiple patrol cars and refusing repeated commands to stop.
Look, your car's stolen. We got called here because you're sleeping in your car. Okay, you gotta exit the vehicle, man. Tatted up. Hands in his waist. Good, you gotta exit the car. Exit the car. We gotta identify you.
He's got a cell
You're
phone.
in a stolen car. Exit the car. Turn the car off. Turn the car off. You're surrounded by...
Stop! Stop now! He's reaching!
Despite attempts to control the scene, Cooper continued to drive aggressively, creating a dangerous environment for officers and anyone nearby. His actions forced officers to react quickly as the vehicle became a moving threat, repeatedly colliding with police units in an effort to escape.
Yeah, watch it, watch it. Damn it! You're not going anywhere! Get your hands up! Joe! Watch it! Go, go! 216 shots fired. 216 shots fired. We have one down, one shot, one shot. You okay? I don't know.
I shot twice. I shot twice, but
I shot twice too.
Over again, man.
Joe, here, move back. I got him.
Fuck. Fuck.
Joe,
Huh?
you good?
My legs.
Watch his hands, Kyle.
Okay, I got you. No, he's down.
Officer Eagleman broke the vehicle's window and attempted to remove Cooper, but he resisted and continued to struggle during the confrontation. The vehicle made contact with the officer, intensifying the situation and leaving officers with limited options to bring it under control.
Show the hands! Show the hands up now! Put your hands up now! Hands up! Hands up!
Dude! Knock it off! Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out of the car! Come on, dude! Yes! Leave the fuck alone! Dude! Oh, stop now!
Officers discharged their firearms, and Cooper was eventually subdued. Emergency medical aid was provided at the scene, but he later died from his injuries. The incident resulted in significant damage to multiple patrol vehicles and highlights the risks officers face during rapidly evolving encounters.
Hands up! Get your hands up! Watch it!
216 shots fired. 216. We have one down, one shot.
You okay, Joe? You okay?
I don't know. Fuck. I shot twice.
Okay.
I shot twice, but I didn't want to get run over again, man.
Joe, move back, I got him.
Fuck. Fuck.
Joe,
Huh?
you good?
My legs. Fuck.
Watch his hands, Kyle.
Okay, I got you. No, he's down. He's down. Got him.